Hi everybody. Okay, for this video, you're getting relaxed me before I get ready for the day or whatever, because my day doesn't really start until around noon, so or sometimes earlier than that, but you know. And I just like to see how the day goes before I really do a schedule. So, okay. Um, So there was one day this week I didn't really watch the episode of Y&R in the time slot, and I didn't know that it was so good. I didn't really miss anything because I was able to catch up. But okay, so Y&R. We've now been back from France for a while, right? So now everything is starting to unravel, and I see couples probably gonna do a switcheroo from the way it looks. I've already talked about the same-sex couple, so I won't talk about that anymore because I think I've exhausted it until something else happens. Okay. So we have Daniel and Phyllis in the park, and they're talking, and Daniel is. You can look at it one of two ways. He's not being really supportive of his mother at all because she's really excited about this new business venture she's trying to do with Kane. And he's saying, I don't know. I don't know if you can trust him. And, he hasn't been very loyal to any of the people here. So I'd watch myself. And she takes it as rejection, as he's never supportive of any ideas. She says, I throw out ideas all the time and you always bat them down. And I just wish you would be supportive. And he's trying to say, I am trying to be supportive, but I can see the fire coming. Or a better analogy for that would be okay, you're on the road. Imagine yourself, you're on the road, you're in your car, and you look over and you see a wreck gonna happen. There's nothing you can do to stop it. It's gonna be a bad wreck, but you can't help but watch it. It's like that. Only thing is, he's trying to do something better than that. He's trying to get her out of the wreck before it happens. Or the way he said is it's gonna explode and you're gonna have a higher cost than even you can think of at this point. You see all the great things, but I'm saying I see the pitfalls and I'm trying to save you from that. But you won't listen to me, therefore I can't really help you. And he's getting more and more agitated, upset, and somewhat aggressive, but not to fighting, but just to raise voices, where he says, I'm trying to help you out, and what you need to do is get out now and get out while you can. But imagine me screaming, like that was his level of voice. Okay, that's what happened with them. Then we have Claire and Kyle. Now, this is kind of, I don't know, bad slash interesting slash I kind of see it coming. So yeah. And I kind of talked about this before, not knowing that I was hitting the nail on the head, kind of, but they were gonna twist it a little bit. Okay. So I always thought the breakup was gonna happen because Victor was gonna force someone's hand and then show Claire that you know Kyle is not the guy she thinks he is. Go down that road, right? Okay, it did not expect for Kyle. Michael Miller, love you, but did not expect for Kyle to be a doofus. Honey, why are you putting yourself in situations with Audra? Audra is your kryptonite, okay? She is playing you and using you to get what she wants. And you are falling into the trap like you wouldn't believe. So what happened here is that she's she's taunting him and saying, you know, uh, I can seduce you anytime I want, and you're gonna fall for it because you're so easy. And he's like, no, no, no. So then she pulls him into a kiss, but he doesn't automatically resist. Okay, it takes him 2 minutes or so to say, Audra, what the are you doing? Okay, meanwhile, in that time, just so happens, dot, that Claire walks in and sees them making out. Okay, before he pulls away. And then he says, Claire, and then he tries to CYA majorly and say, well, I didn't want it to happen. She's the one who made it happen, and yada, 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 yada. Okay? Um, okay. Michael Miller, Kyle, I'm going to give you a little tip here. I know you love Claire. I know you keep professing that, you've never hurt her. Okay, here's the tip. Stop hurting her. You've now had 2 instances where you were in a compromising position with Audra in different ways. Now, you didn't cheat on Claire per se, okay? Nothing actually happened, but you were this close, okay? And now you kiss a woman on the lips and you don't say stop right away. You let it linger for a minute. And I don't blame you per se because this is my thought process on the whole thing. Now, this might get a little convoluted, so you might have to follow me here. Okay, so this is going to be breakup central, and then there are going to be new couples that form. Okay, so given the statement I just said, you might ask, who are the couples that are going to break up? What are you talking about? Okay, hold on a second. Okay, you might ask, like, what's going on? Who are the couples? Okay, Audra and Nate are going to break up. Claire and Kyle are going to break up. Not tomorrow, but very soon. Because something else is going to happen, and Kyle won't be able to talk his way out of it, or Claire's just going to get fed up with all the stories, aka lies or something, and be like, okay, I'm done. And then what's going to happen is that Nate and Victoria are going to get back together. I say for a short time because at the same time they're having grief over their somewhat shared situations because she just lost Cole immediately and he just lost Damien very quickly too. And they kind of, you could say that they just met back up with the person they just lost. So they have that shared bond. I say it's going to be short lived because it's a trauma bond and those things hardly last. Now, sometimes they do, but most times they don't. Okay. So what's going to happen with Claire? I thought she was going to be on the cold, but no, because Kyle's going to get with Audra again, which I really think they should be together, okay? And I know what I said before, but this would be different because, well, if they write it this way, if they don't get together because they just happen to break up with their respective partners, but they wait a little bit and then get back together. The reason I say this is because, once again, Michael Miller, me no disrespect, but your character of Kyle is kind of boring. So you need the spice of Audra to have something, okay? Because Claire is sweet, which is nice, but you two together are like kind of like once you get over the sweet factor and you want them to work out, you kind of realize they won't because they got two things going against them. And one of them isn't even Victor. It's about that you put two nice people together. Okay, follow me here. When you put two nice people together, it usually reads as boring because nothing happens because they're both nice. So they don't go around and like sleep around with other people or lie or cheat or steal or do anything illegal or whatever. So on the TV it reads it's boring. Now in real life, of course, what you want is kind of someone steady and whatever. Okay, but we're not talking real life here. We're talking TV. We're talking fictional here. Okay, and whether you like it or not, the main focus of anything, soap opera, movie, comedy, whatever, is to get eyeballs on the screen. And let's be honest, what would you rather watch? Somebody with some spice or somebody who's just like nice all the time? I guarantee you a huge percentage would say you want some kind of something, you know, tension. So, oh, and then Claire is going to get with Holden. Although, if you're going to do that, please, writers, um, make it so they have a connection other than they just happen to run into each other a lot and kind of share something and then leave because I'm not gonna believe how they got together or why they got together because you need more than a couple of like running into somebody. So yeah, that's my prediction for the I guess fall because summer's about to be done. And for the most part, it is because most kids, I go by the fall by when kids are in school, and most kids are in school now. So, yeah, this next season is gonna heat up. Yeah, okay. All right. Bye, everybody.